tonight in the company of Martin Keown and Darren Fletcher. Good evening.
Well, what a game we have in prospect here in Paris tonight. A game that could well be a preview of the Champions League final being played on match day 2 in the Parc des Princes. PSG bring the glitz and glamour, Manchester City the perfection of poise. They're two teams who want to win this competition more than anything. And we have a galaxy of world stars and wonderful footballers everywhere you look. If you love football, you'll love this one tonight. It's Paris Saint-Germain versus Manchester City in the Champions League. What an atmosphere. And what a lineup for the respective teams tonight. 4 changes for PSG, with Mauricio Pochettino hoping 3 is the magic number. Messi, Neymar and Mbappe all start. Gigi Donnarumma replaces Navas in goal and makes his Champions League debut. Nuno Mendes comes in at left-back, and Marco Verratti returns after missing a month, with Lionel Messi starting his 3rd game since signing from Barcelona this summer. The suspended Angel Di Maria is among those who drop out, but all eyes are on PSG's front 3. The referee tonight is from Spain. He's Carlos del Cerro Grande. And a game like this needs strong leadership, and he's going to be joined by the captains, Ruben Dias of Manchester City, and we wait for Marquinhos of Paris Saint-Germain. So 2 City changes from the impressive win at Chelsea on Saturday, and both of them are up front, where Raheem Sterling and Riyad Mahrez replace Phil Foden and Gabriel Jesus. Laporte keeps his place in defence. Silva and Rodri are joined by Kevin De Bruyne in midfield. No involvement tonight for Gundogan or Zinchenko, but 8 of the 11 started the semi-final win here in April. Wherever you look tonight, there's a match winner, a player who might be the one to make the difference, and even with some big hitters not involved, there's so much talent out there on the pitch. City won here en route to last season's final, although the PSG team has changed since then. It's the 6th meeting and the Parisians are still waiting for their first win. City's confidence sky high after winning at Chelsea on Saturday. PSG have won 8 out of 9, with their only blemish on match day 1 against Club Brugge. The stadium tonight is old school. It's a concrete bowl. It comes alive on nights like this under the lights in the Champions League as the players of both teams take the knee. Messi's arrival has made this the hottest ticket in Europe this season. Martin, you can't even fail to be excited by a game like this.
No, the thrill of expectation is all around us. Incredible atmosphere. Let's just hope that the game lives up to the billing that we've given it.
Blue for PSG, white for Manchester City. It's a glamorous city, a city of style and panache. And the football team fits into the scene perfectly. Tonight's game and the players involved are gracing the Parc des Princes. Both teams warmed up with wins at the weekend. PSG beat Montpellier.
Got a little bit of discipline.
There's the first run for Walker, and the first involvement tonight for Gigi Donnarumma, the player of the tournament in the summer at Euro 2020, and playing in the Champions League tonight for the very first time.
No, he's a magnificent sight, isn't he? The size of him, brilliant in the Euros. Expect him to carry on from there, now at his new club.
Mauricio Pochettino had one of his best Champions League nights against Manchester City when he was at Tottenham, and he's got all the pieces to win the Champions League now. It's just about putting it all together. A foul over there by Verratti, his first involvement. Sterling, the Manchester City player, down. He's a big returnee tonight, isn't he? Verratti for PSG.
Verratti excellent, and there he's just getting around Sterling, who's dropping deep. Definitely playing down the middle. Sterling coming back into the team tonight. See if De Bruyne's radar is up first thing tonight.
It's the first chance this evening for the centre-backs to get forward. The captain, Ruben Dias, and his partner, Aymeric Laporte. And it's left here for De Bruyne to flip one in towards Ruben Dias. Marquinhos was in the middle of it. And here's Kyle Walker for Manchester City. PSG had rock-solid home form in Europe for quite a few years, but it's just slipped a little bit recently. In fact, 4 of their last 11 Champions League games here have ended in defeat, including the last 2 that they played in the knockout stages last season. Defending done for Paris Saint-Germain by Nuno Mendes, the young player that they signed initially on loan from Sporting Lisbon on deadline day. He's only a teenager, but a real prospect on the left side of that PSG defence.
Definitely, and a very good first involvement. Crowd enjoying that around us.
Just looking at the front three of Paris Saint-Germain, Martin, they started with Lionel Messi on the right, Kylian Mbappe through the middle, and Neymar out here on the left.
Well, that's what we'd expect, and lots of talk about what they can't do, and maybe that's defend, but you have to look at what they can do, and they are great talents, we know. Are they past their best in terms of Messi? Well, time will only tell.
João Cancelo, and there's space here for Jack Grealish, but he just started that a little bit too soon. The offside flag up against Manchester City, and a free kick to Paris Saint-Germain. It's a game between the beaten finalists of the last 2 years, the dominant team in France against the dominant team in England over recent seasons, and the common denominator is this burning desire to win the Champions League.
We're just talking there about, you know, pressing the ball, no one doing it there. Cancelo, time, space, Grealish, if he just times that a little bit better, he's in.
It's a full house in here tonight. The crowd were in extremely early when they heard the news that Lionel Messi was in the starting lineup. There was a gigantic cheer. You can feel that. We've been here for a day or two now, Martin. You could feel it in the city, the anticipation about tonight, and the crowd are certainly playing their part already.
Certainly are, and it's, you know, you look at the front three, it's like a PlayStation front three, and can they just turn it into a reality, that quality they've got? Can they knit together and create a harmony in that three? That's what they've got to do. It's so early at the moment for them as a three, hardly played with each other so far.
There's Cancelo, with a line about it being a PlayStation team. You've picked from Giorgio Chiellini of Juventus, but he said if they can put the interest of the team ahead of individual performances, they can be special. Here's Mahrez coming in, and that was important defending in there for Paris Saint-Germain. Bernardo Silva then losing out to Neymar. Here's Messi on the ball for the first time, but Aymeric Laporte there in the right place for Manchester City.
That's where Messi wants to get that ball, isn't it? Just saw a little bit of sharpness there to his game, and then he lost it.
He's been out with what they've described as a bone bruise, Lionel Messi, that they think he picked up playing for Argentina against Venezuela. Returned to training at the weekend and thrown straight back in tonight by Mauricio Pochettino. De Bruyne with the ball in, and Kimpembe just able to change his position, intercept it, and then via Marquinhos, the home side can get the ball away.
De Bruyne does that really well, playing on the right side of midfield. He drifts all the way forward.
Madrid in the summer, so it's a PSG team that might look a little bit different as the season goes on, but the big three are out there for them tonight. Here's Neymar. Quick feet of Mbappe, and now Verratti. Here's Herrera. Lionel Messi. Messi out to Nuno Mendes. Bernardo Silva, who was outstanding at Stamford Bridge at the weekend for Manchester City, there to win it back. It's a lovely layoff by Sterling to Kevin De Bruyne, and cleared away by the PSG captain Marquinhos. There's a nice pace to it.
There is, and it's interesting they managed to get out with Verratti. And that's what they've got to do, pass their way out of trouble. I think there's a team that's full of talent that can actually show PSG how to press. It is definitely Man City. Did that beautifully at the weekend. They do it collectively.
There's a Trezeguet who missed match day 1 in the Champions League through suspension. Verratti in there to pick up the pieces for Paris Saint-Germain. Mbappe out to Messi. Hakimi's gone on the overlap to provide support. It's gone to Mbappe. Here's Hakimi. Kylian Mbappe promising. In goes the ball. Neymar missed it. Chance though for Trezeguet, who doesn't miss it. It's a dream start for Paris Saint-Germain. It's not the biggest name in the team, but it's a big, big goal for them. And it's a man familiar to the Premier League, Trezeguet, who opens the scoring tonight.
Well, they just flooded so many players forward. Trezeguet there, fantastic finish, puts it in the top corner of the goal. Wonderful finish in the end, and you wondered if it was going to come on to Neymar initially. Look at this. Comes across the goal, Neymar, just swings at it, and then he comes onto it, and what a finish that is. Absolutely outstanding. Neymar doesn't quite get hold of it, sorts his feet out and just finds the corner wonderfully.
Well, he's been amongst the goals this season. That's his 4th this season, Trezeguet, who wasn't renowned for scoring goals when he was with Aston Villa and Everton, but he's managed to find the Midas touch so far. And it's a goal inside 10 minutes on a night where the Paris Saint-Germain supporters have come into the stadium excited by what they might see, and a game that means a lot to both of them has started off in fine style for the home team.
It certainly has, a perfect start for them. City would have wanted to keep this quiet for a little while. As we said though, they managed to get out, they passed the ball really well. Think back to Chelsea at home at the weekend, couldn't get out, but not with PSG.
So Paris Saint-Germain have done something inside 10 minutes that Chelsea couldn't do in 90 at the weekend, and the warning signs were there. The overload on that right-hand side with Hakimi up there supporting Messi, and Mbappe in a very good position as well.
It's Messi, isn't it, when he ventures inside, he frees up the space for the fullback to get down the wing. If you look at Neymar, he's gone very central, lots of bodies in there.
It's a position that City found themselves in the semi-final back in April. They went a goal down here and came back with an excellent second-half performance, and they did have to get through 1 or 2 tricky periods in the first half when they were here last, so they know what it's all about here. They've got experience of it, and we'll see whether that stands them in good stead this evening.
No, they won't panic. They'll keep passing it, 1 touch, 2 touch, keep recycling the ball as quick as they can.
Grealish to take on Hakimi. Now Rodri.
Interesting PSG though, look how they've got back into that shape, edge of their own box.
Marco Verratti in there, slightly ahead of Kevin De Bruyne initially, did really well.
Brilliant.
Experienced Italian, no Paris Saint-Germain players played in this competition more than him. And a lot was made about whether Messi was going to play tonight, but I know that Pochettino was desperate for Verratti to be fit.
Yeah, really quick feet, and there's Messi being fouled there.
It's the 48th goal that the teams have scored combined so far this season. Paris Saint-Germain and Manchester City, 23 different scorers among the 2 squads already in the various competitions this season. And Herrera.
getting down that right whenever possible.
Big touch by Neymar. Here's Verratti. Messi. Was that a heavy touch by Messi, Martin? Was that a collector's item?
It's a souvenir, isn't it, these days? But look, he's come central. That's one of the order of the day. Just that extra player in the middle of the park. He keeps giving it away, Mendes. He's going to have to improve that. You can't afford to give the ball away at this level. The talent that's out there.
It's Bernardo Silva being tracked by Lionel Messi. City captain Ruben Diaz. Excellent ball to Grealish. Bernardo Silva.
Just heavy there from Grealish, but that looks like their best bet, City. If you look there at Messi, he's not really getting back. Bernardo Silva wants to run into that hole as well to overload. Been really impressed with Grealish at the start of this season.
They're all here tonight.
Well, it's just an easy trip across the coast, isn't it?
Messi. Mbappe. Neymar's the one at the moment, Martin, who hasn't really been involved. He's been down Messi's side, and Mbappe's been the one going out there to help him.
He's had a few nice touches on the ball, but he's actually sitting a little bit deeper defensively, which is one of them has to. Here we go.
Realises that he's not been centre stage, so he thought he'd try that. There's Raheem Sterling, who's one of the two changes made by Pep Guardiola tonight. He's in along with Riyad Mahrez at the expense of Phil Foden. And the goal scorer from the weekend, Gabriel Jesus, both of whom are on the Manchester City bench.
Sterling, not a bad player to bring in, by the way, and he's got to keep making those runs in behind those two central defenders.
A little bit heavy for Mahrez. Flick attempted there by Mbappe. Here's Rodri for Manchester City. Nice one too with the referee. Ruben Diaz. Riyad Mahrez, who was excellent in both legs of the semi-final last season against Paris. Gets around Mendes and manages to flip it in. Donnarumma, who's tall, able to do enough. And they're so cool, calm and collected back there, the Paris Saint-Germain defenders. Might get themselves in trouble. They've got the free kick, though, for the foul by Sterling on Verratti, which is a relief to Pochettino, who's just taken a stroll to the edge of the technical area after that passage of play.
Interesting one. Yeah, I suppose he has gone in the back of him. This is Mahrez. He just lifts this one up. Keeper just gets something on it.
Hakimi, the summer signing that they did spend money on, got the rest on free transfers, the likes of Messi and Donnarumma, Wijnaldum, Sergio Ramos. An astonishing transfer.
You have a vision for your future.
Paris Saint-Germain.
We can help you make it happen.
To accumulate without spending any money in terms of fees. Of course, they've made up for that with the wage bill, but of course, all the same.
Just looking at Messi there, he's got his feet right on the touchline. Look at him, right out there on the right. Earlier on in the game, he was central.
Verratti's played a pivotal
if you're
early
ready
role
to
in midfield for Paris Saint-Germain.
Very important. He's looking for that ball at all times, right at the bottom of that midfield.
Here's Neymar. Sterling closed down quickly by Kimpembe. Free kick to Manchester City. Grealish and now Cancelo. Rodri. Mahrez to take on Mendes again. Trezeguet there to help him out.
He's doing a good job, that PSG midfield, putting out the fires at the moment.
Joao Cancelo's got a decision to make, hasn't he, on the City left, when he goes up and when he stays back.
Across the ball into the box with his right foot, that little bit earlier. There's a player that's not too happy. Navas left out of the side for Donnarumma.
Champions League debut for Gianluigi Donnarumma, the 22-year-old who arrived at PSG from Milan when his contract ended. Player of the tournament at Euro 2020 when Italy were champions. Teammate of Verratti, who was injured on international duty for the FIFA World Cup qualifiers. Played at the start of September. It's the reason he's been in weeks. PSG again showing just why they're the dominant force. 8 games played in Liga, 8 wins. Matches their best ever start to a domestic season. Rodri. Bernardo Silva, who's a teammate of Kylian Mbappe. When Mbappe exploded onto the scene at Monaco, a famous success against Manchester City in the Champions League. Grealish, up the way by Marquinhos. Laporte. Rodri. Grealish. Looking for a free kick when challenged by Hakimi. Jabbed in towards Bernardo Silva, and that was an important interception by Kimpembe, was alert to the danger.
Just gets round on the cover in time, the left back. Good ball played in for Bernardo Silva. But they are looking for the switcher play as much as possible, Manchester City. Trying to expose the 2 fullbacks. Hakimi down the right-hand side, Mendes down the left.
Donnarumma with Rodri and Sterling for company. De Bruyne to deliver. Laporte being wrestled on the edge of the penalty area. Ruben Dias in there as well. And it's Marquinhos again who takes charge and is able to get PSG on the move again. That was a dreadful, if ambitious, attempt to work the ball wide to Mbappe. De Bruyne loses out to Verratti. Messi. Now Mbappe. attempt on target for both teams and 1 goal. The first in the Champions League for Idrissa Gana Gueye. Bernardo Silva. Mahrez. Mahrez again. Done well to dig out the cross, which was effectively dealt with by Kimpembe.
Well, that should be a yellow card for Cancelo. Counter-attack was on. I think we're going to see a lot of that. Man City keeping the ball high up the field. When they do lose possession, Paris Saint-Germain will try and counter-attack as quickly as possible through the likes of Mbappe. Good touch, just away from the defender. He's always going to get a yellow card for that.
Tonight's referee 2 games at Euro 2020 and came in for a degree of criticism for not awarding France a penalty following a challenge by Max Hummels on Kylian Mbappe. Then it was a yellow card for João Cancelo for halting Mbappe in his tracks. On it earlier, Stuart, wondering what type of role Lionel Messi would have with Pochettino. It seems he's adopted the same role that he had at Barcelona. Just drift, just enjoy it, create goals and score goals.
Yeah, he's mainly playing on the right-hand side of a front 3, but he will drop that little bit deeper. He will go really wide and wait for the switch of play. He's a player now that not only runs brilliantly with the ball, his passing is superb. It's the right run from Sterling. He's got to try and get in behind the 2 centre-backs, Marquinhos and Kimpembe. There's exactly what you were talking about. In fact, PSG have just had slightly more of the possession in this first 25 minutes.
Mahrez has been seeing a lot of the ball for Manchester City. Rodri. Done again by De Bruyne. It's De Bruyne. Sterling! Off the crossbar. And still it hasn't gone in. Manchester City are claiming a push. Bernardo Silva thought that he was given a nudge in the back then, but somehow PSG have survived. It will be looked at by VAR, but here come PSG. Idrissa Gana Gueye to lead the charge.
Well, how on earth did Manchester City not score there? What a cross you're going to see when we see the replay from Kevin De Bruyne with the outside of his right boot.
Well, now we will get the verdict of the VAR check.
There's the first header. Yeah, he was claiming he was pushed by Kimpembe. Really, they should score the first one. That hits the crossbar. He should score Bernardo Silva. Nothing wrong with the challenge.
Big opportunity for Manchester City. First for Raheem Sterling and then for Bernardo Silva. A let-off for PSG. So much room for Mahrez, picked up by Grealish.
Well, there's the switch of play again. This time, Idrissa Gueye comes out to help the fullback who's struggling somewhat, Mendes. Here's the effort again. Oh, he has to score, doesn't he, Bernardo Silva? Both times, I think.
Right, Sterling is overdue a Champions League goal. He's gone 10 games now in the competition without scoring. Talk in England during the summer months about Harry Kane being a Manchester City target, Lionel Messi as well, after he made it clear that his future at Barcelona was perhaps over. An adequate replacement as yet for Sergio Aguero. PSG playing themselves into trouble. Mahrez, now Sterling. Put behind by Herrera for a corner kick. He could have easily deflected that beyond the reach of his own goalkeeper and into the PSG net.
Well, again, they're taking some chances. Kimpembe tried to take his touch back into the box. Sterling pitched it off of him. Wonder if he might have just been offside there, Sterling, when that ball was played. Grealish is just having a word with the referee. Just reminded him how many times he has been fouled so far.
Fought in there with Ruben Diaz. Whipped in by Mahrez. Missed by everybody.
Well, both players are, I would say, fouling there. Kimpembe's got his arms all over Diaz. It's Laporte. Laporte's got his arms all around Idrissa Gueye. Both centre-halves have been really tightly marked there. The referee's got to keep an eye on that. And the VAR was looking at that as well.
Even though no action was taken by VAR, is a reminder to the players that it is all being watched. Can't afford to take too many risks when defending free kicks or corner kicks such as that. Bernardo Silva, found by Mahrez. Mahrez again. Here's Walker. Verratti getting in a bit of a muddle and losing out to Rodri. De Bruyne. Grealish. Confident take by Donnarumma.
Yeah, straight at him.
Well enough.
Yeah, straight at him. Struck it well. Cancelo tried to cut across it. Both hands on it. Good catch. See a lot of goalkeepers try and push that away.
Since that PSG were looking to the future when they recruited Gianluigi Donnarumma. Spencer, we saw that glimpse of Keylor Navas, the Costa Rican, on the bench. Has been PSG's #1 for a couple of seasons now, after a hat-trick of Champions League wins with Real Madrid. Mbappe, offside.
Yeah, quite clearly offside. Mbappe saying he wanted the ball played first time just there. It'd have been offside anyway. 2 yards offside. Mauro Icardi, one of the substitutes.
Icardi came on for Mbappe on match day 1 in Belgium against Brugge. Well, having come on just after half-time, he managed only 6 touches, so out of sorts were PSG. Sterling. Marquinhos getting across to him. And it's eased to safety by Kimpembe. It's Verratti who's given the ball away. Sterling. Sterling gets a second chance. João Cancelo. Bernardo Silva. It's a tight angle for him. Again, Donnarumma holds on.
A good bit of trickery and skill here from Bernardo Silva. Looks like he's going to play it in with his left foot. It's half a block from Mendes, who's playing so narrow in that back four. It's really easy for Mahrez to come wide and get space. Bernardo Silva likewise.
Sterling. Mahrez. Bernardo Silva. Walker. Whipped in by Mahrez. Easy for Donnarumma. Terrific pick out by Messi. Manchester City in retreat. Neymar. Well, like Raheem Sterling, the Brazilian Neymar is overdue a Champions League goal. He too has gone 10 games without getting one.
He gets underneath that one. Good switch of play from Lionel Messi. That time we did see the fullback get forward, Mendes.
The Portuguese does appear to have an issue. It may well be a calf problem, left calf.
He's had a lot of defending to do against Mahrez, against Bernardo Silva. Got forward on this occasion. Never troubling Emerson, that strike from Neymar.
Discussion with Ruben Diaz as Nuno Mendes receives further attention.
Well, here's the goal. Good play by Mbappe. Neymar's movement was excellent in the box, and then he completely missed his kick here. Mahrez stuck out a right boot, but it set it up nicely for Drissagana Gay, and he won't finish this any better. Right into that top corner. What a start for the Parisians.
His first Champions League goal, his 24th Champions League game. His last goal in Europe, perhaps surprisingly, was in his time with another Premier League club in England, Everton. Europa League playoff fixture against Hajduk Split 4 years ago now. Again, the diagonal ball to find Mahrez. De Bruyne.
Well, PSG are going to have to do something about this. It's so simple, just to play the ball wide to Mahrez. De Bruyne this time making the run to break the offside line. Drissagana got back and got half a block in. Made it difficult for him.
Loses out to Hakimi. Mahrez. Gay, who's got back to mop things up. Neymar holding off Walker and getting away from Rodri. they've been opened up, Manchester City. It's Mbappe. Needed the save from Ederson. Struck with some power by Ander Herrera.
Look at the movement from Mbappe. Times his run to perfection. He's onside when the ball was played.
And the corner has been taken quickly. Mbappe again. Wonderful from Mbappe. Marquinhos can't get there. And Manchester City survive. Grealish. Now De Bruyne.
Well, he overran the ball and then he went into the tackle, Kevin De Bruyne.
Yeah, the foot was raised.
And he goes to try and win the ball. He gets it with his toe, but then he's followed through, catches the midfield player with his studs. It always looks worse in slow motion. That's going to be a sore one for Lleague. Here's the bit of play from Mbappe. Marquinhos can't quite get there. I think Herrera should do a lot better there. He's got to keep this down. It's just a nice height straight at the goalkeeper as well, Ederson. If he passes it into the corner, I don't think there's any chance for Ederson to get down to that one.
Herrera, who for a time played on the red side of Manchester with Manchester United, has been given a slightly different role by Mauricio Pochettino at PSG this season. More advanced role, which gives him a chance to get into positions like the one which allowed him to shoot at Ederson.
Well, he gets the ball there with his toe and he's follow through, then catches Lleague. So it looks really bad. He's got a yellow card,
Yep.
Kevin De Bruyne, but
Yep.
of
It's going
course
to be looked at by VAR, and what will the verdict be?
I think he's worried. I personally don't think it's a red card, but I think he's worried because he knows that his studs did catch him in the end.
Put PSG in front, it does look very much as though the goal scorer Lleague will be forced off. The nod of the head suggests that he's happy to carry on.
Well, he wants to stay on the field.
Verratti is still asking the question.
And if you watch Verratti enough, he's always asking the question.
It is yellow card no more for Kevin De Bruyne, and he will be relieved that that is the decision.
And I think it's the right decision.
Since that Mauricio Pochettino is now putting his stamp on the PSG squad, having taken over from Tuchel halfway through last season. Tuchel, of course, went on to win the competition with Chelsea. Such are the vagaries of the game. Different role for Herrera. Lleague has been pushed further forward. He's got more goals so far this season than he has in his previous 2 years at PSG. By Rodri, behind by Hakimi.
Well, the main job for Lleague now is to double up with his fullback, Mendes, because Neymar's certainly not going to do it. So Neymar, I think, has gone into a more central role. Idrissa Gueye's almost come to left midfield to stop those switches of play, to make it more difficult for Mahrez.
And it's Rodri and Sterling, with the goalkeeper who does well to keep out the header from Ruben Diaz. Well, Donnarumma kept his concentration then. Can't have been easy with those two white shirts inside the 6-yard area, but reacted well enough to keep out the header.
Well, he has to go across the goalkeeper on that occasion. Kimpembe's not even looking at the ball. That was the problem the last time. He's got to learn his lesson here. There's a bit of pushing and shoving going on at the far post as well. That was the case in that earlier corner. It's a mismatch between those two players. Laporte is good in the air. I'm not sure Idrissa Gueye is the biggest player.
Laporte on the move again. In by Mahrez. Helped on by De Bruyne. PSG survive.
Here is the chance. Again, it's a nice height for the goalkeeper. That could have been a lot more difficult. Good movement from Diaz. I think poor defending from Kimpembe. He's not looking at the ball here, so then he can't judge the flight. He reacts too late, and he knows that's a big chance.
De Bruyne. Now Mahrez. It's a delightful ball in. Again, PSG hold firm. Hakimi getting across, alert to the danger. Laporte goes forward, joined by Ruben Diaz. De Bruyne. Four additional minutes at the end of the opening 45. English looking to flicker into life. Mahrez. Mahrez getting goal side, getting in behind Nuno Mendes again.
Well, Neymar got away with that. He was the player that was marking Mahrez. Mahrez just ran in behind him, and because the touch wasn't a good one, Neymar got back in there. He has to change something, doesn't he, Pochettino? Because Mahrez is free on every occasion, and he's going to be a real threat. That last cross that came into the box, Hakimi defended brilliantly. His sense of goal will come from this side.
Shouldn't have been any great need for Mauricio Pochettino to do his homework on Manchester City, given his time in England at the Premier League with Tottenham Hotspur. You'll know the threat that Riyad Mahrez provides for Manchester City.
We appear to have lost Tony Jones and Stuart Robson amid all the excitement in the Parc des Princes as we approach half-time. In fact, there is the full-time whistle, or the half-time whistle, so no need for me to bring in Marcel Desailly and Didier Domi just yet. PSG, a goal up courtesy of that man, Idrissa Gueye at the break in the Parc des Princes. So often these games disappoint. This one has not. It's been end-to-end. It's been chance after chance for both sides. Kevin De Bruyne may feel slightly fortunate to still be on the field. A late challenge on Gueye just before half-time could easily have been red. Instead, it was yellow. We have 11 v 11 going into the second half. What a 45 we have seen. We shall get the thoughts of Didier Domi and Marcel Desailly very shortly, who have been absolutely enthralled by events in the French capital. A very good half. A very good half all around Europe. 6 games in the UEFA Champions League kicking off late tonight. Goals in almost all. We'll show you them after this.
This match is brought to you by Expedia, UEFA Champions League official sponsor.
โลกนี้เต็มไปด้วยทีมที่ลงท้ายด้วยซิตี้ยูไนเต็ดโรเวอร์สแต่มีทีมหนึ่งที่ไม่เหมือนใครก็คือท็อตแนมฮอตสเปอร์ไม่ว่าแพ้ชนะหรือเสมอสเปอร์ก็จะอยู่ในใจผมตลอดไปสำหรับผมมันไม่ใช่แค่ของสะสมนะครับแต่มันเหมือนเป็นการบันทึกแพชชั่นของตัวเองมากกว่าในฐานะแฟนบอลเนี่ยคือคิดว่าต้องมีซึ่งบางคนอาจจะว่าผมบ้าก็ได้นะครับสำหรับผมเนี่ยมันเหมือนเป็นส่วนหนึ่งของชีวิตไปละจากสนามไปจนถึงผู้เล่นจากสีสันของเสื้อไปจนถึงโลโก้ทีมและทุกสิ่งที่เป็นตัวแทนของสโมสรท็อตแนมฮอตสเปอร์ทุกแมตช์ที่สเปอร์ลงสนามมันเป็นช่วงเวลาที่สำคัญแล้วก็มีความหมายที่สุดสำหรับผมผมไม่เคยลืมแมตช์นั้นมันเหมือนเพิ่งผ่านไปเมื่อวานนี้เองและนั่นก็เป็นจุดเริ่มต้นของความคลั่งไคล้ในสเปอร์สำหรับสโมสรอื่นนะครับชอบยึดติดอยู่กับอดีตแต่สำหรับสเปอร์เนี่ยโฟกัสที่อนาคตผมชื่อเบนเป็นแฟนบอลท็อตแนมฮอตสเปอร์ครับ
Two early results in the UEFA Champions League tonight. Ajax beating Besiktas by 2-0 in Amsterdam. Finished goalless in Kiev between Shakhtar and Inter. Goals in all of the late games. Paris won up against Manchester City in the Parc des Princes. Leipzig 2-1 down after going ahead early on against Club Brugge. Porto trail Liverpool by 2-0. Now beaten the Anfield side. Milan a goal up against Atletico but down to 10 men. Dortmund have just gone 1 up against Sporting, and perhaps the shock result of the night, Real trail at the Bernabeu against the Moldovan champions Sheriff. Hasn't disappointed at all in the studio tonight for beIN Sports. Didier Domi and Marcel Desailly. They could have easily tried to stop each other. Instead, it's been end-to-end.
Yes, we love the reaction of City, who have been able, to continue to keep the possession of the ball. But what a good start! What a good start from PSG, which put them into good condition with Messi at the beginning, and Mbappe obviously in between the line that gives the ball back.
Is there any way Neymar can claim to have done that on purpose?
proper miss, yeah, from Neymar, but Gay have made the difference, clear exactly what he wanted.
Very unlucky from Raheem Sterling, but how does Bernardo Silva miss that, Didier?
Well, I still don't know, the quality, the technique that he has is it's just, it's coming into his feet,
It's a bit surprised, yes.
He's a bit surprised as well, so.
This was the shout for a red card. Kevin De Bruyne on Idrissa Gueye. Is there enough in there to send off the Belgian?
He pushed the ball a little bit too far and try and get it back. The intention is not there. It's unfortunate. Luckily, he has not injured the player too much, Gay, but I will not give the red card.
You know what?
It's not too dissimilar to the one we saw last week with Wan-Bissaka, is it?
Yeah, I've seen some tackles like that, who's been with red card, so he's really lucky at the Bruno.
So we'll come back to it in a moment. Let's just show you the goals from the Leipzig Club Bruges game, the other game in the group. Leipzig got themselves in front. Christopher Nkunku, who scored a hat-trick against City on match day 1 and ended up on the losing side. One of a very small group of players to have that happen to them. But the Belgians have turned this around. Not fancied in this group at all on paper, but goals from Hans van Aken, who scored against PSG on match day 1. A finish not too dissimilar to that. Initially given as offside. Well, they had a second look. It wasn't Van Aken who was off. Second phase of play. And then Mats Ritz put Bruges ahead just before half-time.
Incredible, yeah. Surprising. They confirm that they can play, they can produce, they can be one of the good teams. And they scored the second one.
I think the coach is doing a really good job. I've seen them against Paris Saint-Germain. They go forward, they're really well organized, and they go with space and power when they attack.
Right, who saw this one coming? Cristiano's cross. We've seen this down the left-hand side before. Jarosurek Yashiboev putting them 1-up. They lead at half-time at the Bernabeu. Real Madrid leading La Liga, a goal down against the Moldovan champions at the break. AC Milan down to 10. That's the first yellow for Franck Kessie. Rafael Leao put them in front. Nice finish. But should they be down to 10, Didier? We'll show you the second yellow here. Is there enough here to send Kessie off?
No, not at all, I don't think, it's a good challenge in the middle, a little bit physical, but not...
He's paying for probably other foul that he have done.
Yeah, maybe.
In between, the 2 yellow card, and the ref decided
because the more we learn, the closer we get.
Why do we love football?
Because out there, on that pitch, we're all the same.
This program is brought to you by FedEx, UEFA Champions League official sponsor.
Kylian Mbappe promising, in goes the ball, Neymar missed it, chance though for Idrissa Gueye, who doesn't miss it. It's dream star for Paris Saint-Germain, and it's a man familiar to the Premier League, Idrissa Gueye, who opens the scoring tonight.
PSG are a goal up. Manchester City could be a man down, though. It's a legitimate question whether Kevin De Bruyne should have seen red for that. Aaron Wan-Bissaka a couple of weeks ago certainly did.
I think when you see it in normal time and normal pace, I think it looks like a red card. But the guys quickly, especially Jodian being a City man, quickly told me, no, he got a touch. He nicked it just before he was
I'm
carelessly
not sure that nicking the ball
it.
is relevant in this situation now, the way UEFA are clamping down on tackles above the boot.
Listen, it wouldn't have surprised me if he did get a red card, but I don't think it's a red. I think the fact that he's touched it, you can genuinely see he's trying to nick it away, and then the follow through. He can't not follow through. You can't literally touch the ball and stop your foot from going forward.
We don't want players sent off, but we do want consistency.
Yeah, that's a big thing. You could see why he could have been sent off, but I think they get there at the same time. He toe pokes it. I think it would have been harsh as a red, to be honest with you. And I think the referee got it right. But we've seen people sent off for that as well.
Big 45 for City. Here we go. Let's find out what happens in the company of Martin Keown and Darren Fletcher.
Thank you, Jake. Thank you, fellas. So the team's back out for the second half, and neither manager has made a change at half-time. No real surprise there, although there was that issue for Nuno Mendes just before the break. Just on the subject of red cards or potential red cards, of course, red cards were the issue for Paris Saint-Germain in the semi-final, where they had players sent off. Indeed, Angel Di Maria's suspension tonight is a legacy of that match at the Etihad. Essential that Manchester City keep the 11 on the pitch, and I wonder what Pep Guardiola said to them at half-time, Martin, because they conceded the goal, but they had a lot of good things to think about in the first half as well.
Just slightly sharper maybe in front of goal, maybe a little bit more from Sterling, holding the ball up, making runs in behind, and basically stick to their game plan, which is to move the ball quickly, one touch, two touch. That's what they're so good at.
So off we go in the second half. The first half did answer one or two questions about Paris Saint-Germain, their ability to manage the situation, despite the fact City had the ball. It was quite impressive the way they defended their own penalty area. We even saw Mbappe back there to win a header at one stage.
That was the debate before the game, and they come under the cosh at times. Can they do it? Can they keep doing it for a whole 90 minutes, be that disciplined? We know they want to attack at all times.
Manchester City have started this second half with Phil Foden and Gabriel Jesus warming up down below us. There are options for Pep Guardiola. There always are. There are more options on the Paris Saint-Germain bench, more substitutes named tonight by Mauricio Pochettino.
Mbappe being caught offside again. That's a really good Man City line. That doesn't happen by accident. They move up beautifully together.
Joao Cancelo threads a lovely ball through to Raheem Sterling, who got it beyond the defender and the goalkeeper, but unfortunately for City, beyond the far post as well.
Wonderful ball again. He just seems to take just a little bit too long and gets the angle wrong. It's a great opportunity for him. That's what he's got to do. He's got to keep making those runs into the channel, but then take those opportunities when they come.
There's a bit of space for Neymar to turn. Now Messi. Exchanges passes with Neymar and then finds the goal scorer, Lleague. Kylian Mbappe, little shake of the shoulders. Lleague to Messi. Marco Verratti, and now Achraf Hakimi. Herrera. It's no good looking at the pitch, it's certainly not bobbled.
No, it's broken down and sloppy. Just interesting, Messi now has gone right down the middle. I wonder if that'd be where he plays some of tonight's game. The pace either side of him.
Paul swings a nice accurate ball out to Riyad Mahrez. Rodri then out to Kyle Walker. One omen, Martin, might be the fact that City are attacking the end where they scored the 2 goals in the semi-final in the second half last season, which is the end where the noisiest of the Paris Saint-Germain supporters are seated. Grealish is running back, but it's gone against Manchester City. I think tonight, the majority of those little 50-50s like that have gone the way of the home team, which
for sure
might well frustrate the City players.
Certainly when Grealish is involved.
Neymar combining well with Mbappe. Kyle Walker's so quick and such a good defender back there that he was up to it for Manchester City.
Really good strength from him there. Has to get that right.
Here's Cancelo. Cancelo runs into Hakimi. Cancelo with a nice little ball in towards Raheem Sterling. Here's Grealish. Joao Cancelo. And the target was Kevin De Bruyne, but it didn't get there, although Paris Saint-Germain can't keep it either. So City back in possession here with Walker.
Keep probing City.
De Bruyne was on the run, he's got the other side of Verratti. It's good defending over there by Marquinhos, who made a key block for them. City had 2 in the middle, Bernardo Silva and Raheem Sterling.
Just turning up the pace now, City. Recycling this ball really quickly, side to side.
Bernardo Silva. It's a good ball in, it's steered behind well by Lleague, but there was nothing wrong with the delivery from Bernardo Silva.
City keep asking the questions, keep probing. Real reaction at half-time.
Diaz and Laporte in the Paris box. First time in the second half, Mahrez out to take from that side. Swung in towards Aymeric Laporte and headed away by Marquinhos, who's won the majority of headers.
He has, he's the floater, he sits and he goes and attacks everything. Marquinhos.
First mistake there for the Paris Saint-Germain keeper.
It's another great ball in and it needs to be a...
Who didn't hold it and it needed Kimpembe's help. First mistake there for the Paris Saint-Germain keeper.
It's another great ball in and it needs to be attacked. Sterling's on his heels there. Look, he just spilled. I think he catches and gets the ball there.
Paris Saint-Germain have the best from Argentina and the best from Brazil over the free kick, and the best from France has gone into the penalty area. Delivered by Messi, put it away by Walker. That's a foul on Grealish, surely. Verratti seems to run across his line. The referee
It just says no. Whenever Grealish is involved, he's giving him nothing. Unbelievable.
Lovely bit of acceleration from Messi after the control. Verratti tried to play it back to him. Across his line, the referee
It just says no. Whenever Grealish is involved, he's giving him nothing.
Kind of position, Messi.
Unbelievable. Still there under the bonnet.
That's nicely done over there, involving Walker and now Mahrez. Rodri. Grealish hasn't got a great deal out of Hakimi on this side, despite the fact he's had plenty of the ball, and he's frustrated again there, Jack Grealish.
Well, I think he's going to have to stay on his feet because the referee isn't going to give him anything, that's for sure.
Another go now, the England international. Cancelo. It's a nice ball into Kevin De Bruyne, saved by the legs of Donnarumma.
Brilliant save. This is a top-class goalkeeper, needed to be there.
Just had a bit more success, though, at the start of the second half, getting in behind Paris Saint-Germain. They've got some defending to do now, though, Manchester City. Neymar, Messi, good challenge by Ruben Diaz. Here's Kylian Mbappe. Sloppy. You'd expect, though, Martin, if Manchester City can keep getting the balls in behind the PSG defenders, that it will bring them a goal eventually.
Well, it looks that way. It's just that opportunity about taking those chances when they come. Certainly there's a weight of pressure from City. Playing really good balls in behind a high line for PSG on the edge of their box.
PSG tended to get 7 behind the ball, though, when they haven't got it.
I think it's that deep run, though, from De Bruyne and Silva. It's very difficult to pick up.
Nation. It's an excellent pass out by Cancelo. tries to run at Mendes. Idrissa Gueye with a good tackle. Hasn't missed much, Idrissa Gueye.
He's doing such a good job there, stopping Mahrez. He scored 3 goals, didn't he, in these double ties last year. And he comes onto his left foot there. With bad news for PSG, and he makes sure he stops him at Trezeguet.
Grealish into Rodri. Here's De Bruyne. He's a feeling for a handball there, Kevin De Bruyne, which the referee wasn't interested in. Here's the counter-attack now. It's going to be given as a free kick for the little pull there on Idrissa Gueye. It's going to come back.
Not sure why the referee's bringing that back.
I think Guardiola's made his mind up that when he does make the changes, Foden, Torres and Jesus are going to be the players he's going to use. They're the only ones who have been warming up, and they've been down there for 13 minutes now at the start of this second half without any change of substitutes. Bernardo Silva. Sterling. Cancelo swings it in towards Kevin De Bruyne. Donnarumma was there. And as they have done all game tonight, they find another player then to make the clearance, and this time it was Nuno Mendes.
Cancelo again, that in-swinging ball. Runs from deep once more.
They have changed the subs now, Manchester City. Fernandinho, Nathan Ake and John Stones are down there. Cancelo to Grealish. Had a solid game at right back, hasn't he, Hakimi?
Well, honestly, Grealish has just played it off of him, and the referee's given it the other way. It's frightening.
Not that fond of Jack Grealish, is he, the referee from Spain? Neymar challenged by Rodri, no foul. Got the ball.
Rodri there, does that job so well.
Neymar stayed down. Manchester City are going to kick it out. Well, some players actually wanted them to carry on. Kyle Walker was saying to Jack Grealish, carry on. I don't think he agreed with De Bruyne's attempts to kick it out.
Do you know, I can't actually see where the contact is, so he makes the ball there. There's absolutely no contact on Neymar at all.
Well, some players actually wanted them to carry on. Kyle Walker was saying to Jack Grealish, carry on. I don't think he agreed with De Bruyne's attempts to kick it out.
Do you know, I can't actually see where the contact is, so he makes the ball there. There's absolutely no contact on Neymar at all. I'm pretty certain he's going to get to his feet without any real problems. We've stopped the game for this. Another great ball, Cancelo, the goalkeeper here, just gets to it. Not that convincing, really. I thought he might punch it, sort of parries it away. De Bruyne nearly getting on the end of it.
Don't forget to join us tomorrow night. Juventus, Chelsea, 2 HD from 7 o'clock, and also Manchester United against Villarreal from 7:15. That's on 3 HD and Ultimate. Manchester United, Everton in the Premier League at the weekend, Saturday morning from 11:30, and Saturday, October the 9th, Fury Wilder 3, and that's on BT Sport Box Office.
Gamesmanship, doesn't it? It does annoy me though, I must say. Have to remain impartial though.
Grealish, Cancelo. Intercepted by Trezeguet. Mbappe can turn. Gaze carried on running. Walker takes it off him easily.
There's no way past Walker there with that pace he's got. It's like Grealish has gone a little bit more central. Silva coming out to this left-hand side. Seems to do this at times at Aston Villa, didn't he, Grealish? And then he would wander more central and get more joy. I wonder if he should do that.
City preparing a change, Martin. Phil Foden is getting ready down below us. Here's Cancelo. Looked in by Mahrez, but again it's a good position from Manchester City, and they can't find that killer pass into the middle.
No, and Silva there just stops his run. That's what Mahrez is annoyed about. He starts to run, then he just stops, and I think he realises he can't get to it.
Guardiola's deep in conversation right down below us with Phil Foden. It's going to be the first Manchester City change. It's going to be for Riyad Mahrez, I think. Rodri knew which way to turn there because he got Neymar breathing down his neck.
Does that so well.
Here's Cancelo. Grealish, Sterling. 7 back again, Paris Saint-Germain. Sterling trying to go the long way round, but they've just got so many numbers back there. Marco Verratti slides in to get it behind, but they've defended so well as a group tonight, Paris Saint-Germain.
They have. Herrera, Verratti, they're all getting back there, have to do it. And this referee takes a close look at some of the marking here.
They've got Mbappe marking for the corner. De Bruyne takes it. Marquinhos wins another header. Donnarumma with an awkward punch. And now the counter-attack led by Neymar. Messi. Hakimi. Neymar can try and take on Walker. He's in behind Manchester City. And Kyle Walker, with that recovery speed, was able to get back and do just enough.
Well, he was caught out initially, wasn't he? Hakimi there. And then he just gets back. Look, he has to put the burners on, just puts him off enough.
Brilliant footing right at the end, wasn't it?
Yeah,
from Walker.
This game's really opening up now.
Given away by Grealish. It's going to be interesting if it is Mahrez who comes off, whether he plays Foden out there on that side or plays Foden through the middle and Sterling out there. Here's Neymar. Mbappe. Now Idrissa Gueye. Who's got a bit of help here from Ruben Diaz. The referee plays the advantage. He was going to give the free kick there for the challenge on Sterling, but De Bruyne has got it, so he said carry on. Here's Cancelo. Bernardo Silva. Rodri. Mahrez. Chance to shoot for Mahrez. It took a little inflection as well on the way through, but took the pace off and made it straight forward for Donnarumma.
Yeah, you wondered if he knew he was coming off. He's desperate to get onto his left foot. No real power on it.
wants to take on Walker. There's not a great deal of point taking him onto the outside. Messi to Gay. To Sterling. Kevin De Bruyne. Riyad Mahrez. Cancelo. Mahrez. Grealish. Flag stayed down. Grealish still. Verratti with a brilliant tackle, and then the flag went up on the far side, so it wouldn't have counted anyway, but shouldn't detract from a brilliantly timed tackle again from Marco Verratti.
You have to say it's great defending because nobody's overcommitting. They're staying on their feet. Great passing here. Grealish can't get it out of his feet. Comes the tackle again, Verratti. Grealish coming off.
It is. When they initially put the number on the board, they give it a little flick, don't they, to make sure it's right. 26 was on there, so it's probably a change of mind. So Foden's come out on the left, Sterling stays down the middle, and Mahrez stays on the right-hand side for Manchester City. It's not been for the want of trying tonight, Martin, for Jack Grealish. It's just not been his night.
It certainly hasn't. Maybe the manager's just realised that. Let's get him out of there.
Verratti to address again. Kylian Mbappe. Headed behind for Manchester City by Cancelo.
Just that little change of place, step over, whips it across, has to be dealt with.
Neymar short to Messi and then back again. Verratti. Messi. Verratti runs into Foden. Nice defending, good flick as well to get it clear. Rodri was then caught. Free kick to Manchester City. First little cameo from Phil Foden as well.
Good vision, nice little back heel from him. See it here, pirouette.
Foden can move away from Hakimi and play the ball in towards Raheem Sterling. Goalkeeper was committed. Kimpembe was there for Paris Saint-Germain. De Bruyne. Cancelo. Foden. It's a good ball in. Marquinhos was there once more and took it away from his goalkeeper. Good spell this for Manchester City until Cancelo takes his eye off it and he has his pocket picked by Messi. One back by Rodri.
It's interesting this Foden substitution. Suddenly you've got a left-footed player putting balls in early, quickly.
Kevin De Bruyne. Good effort, well worth a try from there, but that's been what Manchester City have been limited to tonight.
They have edge of the box shots, balls out, diagonal balls, and runners from deep. Just fancied his chances there from distance. De Bruyne.
Tough night for Jack Grealish. Mbappe surely offside. This Hakimi, Mbappe. Foden losing out, but then Herrera thumps it away. to issues at the weekend, weren't there, that they've talked a lot about in the French media this week between Mbappe and Neymar, but it's been relatively harmonious so far tonight.
Harmonious is the right word. That's what they need to bring harmony between this group, trio of players.
Walker powering forward. It's athletic defending over there as well, though, by Nuno Mendes, who's been a lot more settled at left back in the second half.
I think it's been good for him that he's had midfield players so close to him that he can just worry about the 1v1 ball in behind him.
Kimpembe's got Ruben Dias. That's been a familiar battle at set pieces, pushing each other around inside the box. In goes the corner. Dias was the target. Marquinhos has won everything in there.
Yeah. That's his role. He plays a zonal role when everyone else is marking. Now, PSG not in any hurry to get this ball out of here.
Verratti knew there was space over there. He's happy to play the ball, and they're off
Great
now.
play, wasn't it?
Yeah, Nuno Mendes to Neymar. Here's Kylian Mbappe. Neymar. Good challenge, Laporte. Sterling. To Bernardo Silva. Foden. De Bruyne. Cancelo. And Herrera with a block. Cancelo helps it on, but Marco Verratti's read situation so well tonight.
Another long distance effort again from City.
Here's Messi. Little pitter-patter stride of Lionel Messi. Little touch back to him. Oh, there's his first goal! The Parc des Princes explodes! And the little genius with a wonderful goal! The shirt may well have changed, the finishing ability remains the same, and the little maestro makes it 2-0 to Paris Saint-Germain with a goal they remember in this stadium forever.
Absolutely stunning goal. Perfection, quality, the intention when he gets the ball straight away. You know what he's going to do, but can he do it? Yes, he can. He's rolling back the years there, by the way, with that bit of display of football there. Absolute stunning.
His 121st goal in the Champions League, 120 for Barcelona, and that one tonight is what they've all come to see.
Darren's still best in class, this man, running with pace, just lends it, doesn't he? Lends it. Yeah, give me where I need it, and I'll whip that into the goal. Wonderful finish, never in doubt. Keeper just couldn't, just rooted to the spot. And these are top defenders. Lovely finish from a quality player.
Absolutely sensational to light up the Parisian night. Lionel Messi with his 27th goal against an English club in European competition. And the buzz in the city was there today. Everybody's come to see him, and he's given them something to remember and made it doubly difficult now for Manchester City.
He just keeps producing his extraordinary talent. Quite a brilliant footballer. He's blessed, isn't he, as a footballer, and to see it live is outstanding.
And nobody knows that more than the manager sat in the other dugout, Pep Guardiola. He spoke glowingly about him in the build-up, and he spoke to Des about him earlier before the game started. He knew exactly what he'd got left, and even at the age of 34 he can take a team apart like that.
Well, particularly people were doubting, weren't they, because it hasn't been the greatest of starts. He's been injured, and that's really, isn't it, he's welcomed himself onto this huge stage here at PSG with that one.
Here's Mbappe. doesn't half know how to pick his moments, doesn't he? Excellent skill by Mbappe. It went down, no penalty. It's electric inside the Parc des Princes now. They've had a jolt, everybody who's in here tonight. Manchester City have got to forget about it. They've got to stick to what they're doing. They've got 14 minutes left to get back into it. There's a situation on the halfway line here between Laporte and Neymar, who were nose to nose. The referee quickly spotted that, tried to defuse it.
I think Verratti's going to get booked here for that foul on Sterling.
Yeah, he's got the yellow card. There's confirmation, Martin. Marco Verratti.
If Sterling looks like he's in the mood, that's really cynical.
He's going to be going off now. You asked the question in the first half how long he could do it tonight. Verratti has been out for a month, hasn't played a great deal of football. Wijnaldum's coming on to replace him, and we're going to see a City change as well. Gabriel Jesus for Raheem Sterling. But look at the crowd in here now.
That's electric. It's the right call. Verratti done really well tonight. Wijnaldum coming back in, like for like. I think Jesus can cause problems with his pace down the middle. If that's where he's going, looks like he's gone into that role straight away.
Taken over there by Riyad Mahrez for Manchester City. Walker, De Bruyne. Walker whips in the cross. It was headed away this time by Hakimi. Cancelo, and away by Marquinhos. Tell you what, Martin, when you've got a player like him and you've got the two up front as well, you can stick 7 behind the ball and know that you can get out and score goals like that if you're Paris Saint-Germain.
People talk about balance. Could it happen? We were debating it all day.
Means now that the PSG front three have got 189 Champions League goals between them. Cancelo, Foden, and Bernardo Silva with the ball in. It's going to find its way through here to Mahrez, who shoots, and Donnarumma saves it, and the flag wasn't going to go up. I was looking at the assistant straight away because the PSG defenders were appealing, but the flag stayed down.
And again, great ball in, and that striker to be attacking that ball.
Phil Foden whips in the ball. Foden said it took a deflection off the Paris Saint-Germain player, which I initially thought it did as well. The referee's given the goal kick.
Well, we know the answer from the ref after tonight, don't we? Not going to get it.
Here's Messi. Wijnaldum. Wijnaldum gets it from Neymar. I'm already looking forward to the rematch at the Etihad, Martin. Is it November?
Well, there's the next two matches, aren't there? Third and fourth matches aren't against one another, so yes.
Nuno Mendes to Neymar, and now Messi. His name's up in lights at the moment. All the headlines in the Parisian papers tomorrow morning are going to be about Messi's first goal for Paris Saint-Germain. Walker with the header. Offside flag up against PSG. He was outstanding tonight, Martin.
Certainly was. Impact in the stadium here. The fans absolutely love him. Dropping deep to get the ball, breaking up attacks. Trezeguet's done well in there as well. Herrera.
Foden towards Cancelo, but it was well spotted by Idrissa Gueye. Neymar tried to poke it through. Messi was on the move. Here's Kevin De Bruyne. And now Bernardo Silva. It's not a bad ball in either. It was a good header by Nuno Mendes. Phil Foden was steaming it at the far post.
Well, we gave Mendes a lot of stick. First half, he's defended really well. Look, taking it already here.
Mahrez. Here's Laporte. De Bruyne. One pass too many.
Didn't want it back.
Wijnaldum spots there's a lot of space out there for Neymar. What you would say about the way the game's gone tonight, there's never really been a phase where Manchester City have caught Paris Saint-Germain in that transitional situation where they've got a bit of space and they can get at them quickly. They've been really good tonight, PSG, at having numbers behind the ball all the time.
Definitely, and football's a numbers game. Pochettino, look there, look, just nipping back again. Mbappe. Pochettino will be really pleased with that. Question marks asked. He likes to press the ball, we know that, but they haven't really done that. They sat quite deep tonight, and it's worked for them.
It's a sign of his flexibility, actually, isn't it, as a coach, that he's
for sure
prepared to work with what he's got.
Correct. And it ain't bad, by the way, what he's got to work with.
No, it's quite a persuasive argument, isn't it, when you look at the front three. Herrera, Neymar, now Messi. 7.5 minutes to go. Messi was caught there by Jesus.
Maybe just caught that right knee.
He'd only played 190 minutes this season before tonight, Lionel Messi. And a lot of the statistics that were in the press this morning were about how many goals they score when he's not on the pitch and what they do when he is and blah, blah, blah. Well, we've seen tonight what he can do when he's on the field and the kind of moments that he's going to give the Paris Saint-Germain supporters and, more importantly, the Paris Saint-Germain team.
Well, it's mind-blowing, really. He's been an immense talent. To keep it going, his numbers, we know, we've talked a lot about Ronaldo recently. We all have our different favourites, so this guy is pretty special, we know that. He's done a good job down that right-hand side. Hakimi, first of all, stopping Grealish, and he likes to get forward. He hasn't done much of that tonight.
He's found a home now. He was at Real Madrid. He had a couple of seasons on loan at Dortmund. He had a season on loan at Inter Milan, but he's still only 22, and he's certainly found a home now at Paris Saint-Germain. Walker's made a good run from right back, and he's been spotted here by Rodri. And it goes to Foden, teed up towards De Bruyne. You feel like you're saying the same thing, though, over and over again, that when they put the ball in like that, Manchester City, there are too many PSG players in there.
Yeah, and you're wondering, where's that number 9? Where's that striker?
Here's Jesus. Down goes Jesus. Referee says goal kick.
Well, maybe just about. It's not clear and obvious anyway. This is the great man Messi, just carrying the ball, but can't get near it, just lays it off, and then he does the rest. Nice little flick.
Do you know what, Martin? You get so fixated by the number 30 and what Messi's just done, you forget the little part that Mbappe played with a perfectly weighted
and
touch.
And it's an important part as well, because he has to. When the Messiah is playing, you've got to step to one side and let him play, let him take charge.
He's a player that's given football supporters so many magical moments down the years, Lionel Messi. inside the last 5 minutes. Paris Saint-Germain 2-0 up. Idrissa Gueye in the first half and Messi with a collector's item in the second. Mahrez. Still going Mahrez, but again they've got so many backs, 6 in there, Paris Saint-Germain. Well, that's Mbappe and now Neymar.
That's where they've done well, Darren, down that left-hand side, stopping Walker coming out.
And Messi's just starting to move into the picture. Kylian Mbappe for Paris Saint-Germain, good tackle by Aymeric Laporte.
And that's the growth, Mbappe there, that's where he's got to be looking to pass that ball. He wanted his moment. It's not about that. It's about collective force of the group. He's going to have to learn that.
Well, we're going to see Danilo for Paris Saint-Germain. Messi's drifted over to the left-hand side now. He's got licence to play where he wants in the team, I think. Why wouldn't he? Idrissa Gueye. Here is Messi, onto Neymar. Little touch from Mbappe, Neymar pulls it back and into the arms of Ederson. When they quicken it like that, they're so difficult to slow down.
It was nice, wasn't it? Again, look, he's just demonstrating there that he can pass the ball. It's a difficult angle for Neymar.
For the ball in, Donnarumma electing to punch it away.
He doesn't want to catch anything tonight.
Here's Rodri.
This is where City need to improve. They can't find a way through this wall of defence.
Mahrez to run at Nuno Mendes. Wijnaldum's helping. Here's De Bruyne. Walker. Rodri. Swarmed around the ball all night. That's a foul though. Idrissa Gueye on Riyad Mahrez, and an opportunity now for Manchester City. And we're going to see the Paris Saint-Germain change as well. They're going to send on Danilo for Idrissa Gueye.
They're fighting over here is where that ball is actually going to be taken from.
He's had a good night, hasn't he, Idrissa Gueye? Owen Hargreaves spoke glowingly about him at half-time. He scored the first goal and he's been all action and extremely disciplined defensively for PSG tonight.
He has. He's had an outstanding night. Of course, he played for Villa, Everton in the Premier League, and here he just seems to have come into his own. He's a crowd favourite. Really important performance tonight.
He's taken the opportunity to walk behind the Paris Saint-Germain goal, where all of the vociferous supporters are, and take their applause.
And why not?
Kevin De Bruyne, Riyad Mahrez over the free kick. It's not a bad angle, Martin.
Yeah, if he fancies his chances here. We're all looking at Mahrez. I wonder if De Bruyne takes it.
The distance probably means you can get it down as well, with a bit of power. He's a big goalkeeper though, isn't he, Donnarumma? Messi's got the lay-down job. I didn't think he'd ever have to do that. It is Mahrez, it's well hit. And it was a relatively straightforward save by Donnarumma.
Well, again, I wonder, could he just caught that, but never mind.
Is that what you call an unselfish superstar, if you prefer to lay down behind the wall like that, if you're Lionel Messi?
Well,
you can't see Ronaldo doing it,
usually on the sun lounger, isn't he, when he's lying down?
Yeah.
I wonder if he's brought it with him from Spain.
Neymar did wonderfully well. There was no space. He beat everybody once and then went back in again, and he's won the free kick.
He's just making sure the goalkeeper, but whatever happened to goalkeepers catching the ball, I don't know. He just doesn't want to do it. He's the top man as well.
So you can't really criticise him, can you? The summer he had, he's making his Champions League debut tonight. He looks like he's going to keep a clean sheet. Great noise inside the stadium, great atmosphere. It has been all night. Most fans you just saw have been waving those flags from the opening kick-off. I think there was a certain amount of trepidation in the City day with Manchester City coming tonight after what happened in April, and there'll be a sense of relief, I think, with the Paris Saint-Germain players and the supporters too, the way they've come through the test. Marquinhos didn't quite get there. Phil Foden's trying to make something happen, and Hakimi gets it behind.
It's a real stepping stone performance for PSG. The rest of Europe will look at this and realise that they're starting to move through the gears. Really impressive. Good balance to their play tonight.
Down goes Mahrez, and they're going to get another free kick here, Manchester City, from a little bit closer to the last one they just had.
There's a little meeting going on there, working out who's going to take this on.
Wonder whether Messi lays down behind the wall again. Well, I think Mbappe's going to do it this time. Yeah, it's Mbappe now, Martin.
No, I think it's a better angle, though.
All the superstars are happy to do the bit behind the wall.
Well, he was asked to do it first, but he didn't want to do it. When he saw Messi do it, he thought, OK, I better do it.
Let's see what City can do here. It's Riyad Mahrez again, and this time it's too high.
Sums up the performance really from City. He's threatened a lot but never really produced tonight. To allow, of course, for the brilliance of Messi as well to add into the mix.
Well, they've got to pick themselves up because they're at Anfield at the weekend, Manchester City. It's been quite a week for Pep Guardiola and his squad with these tough away matches. And there is the full-time whistle, and Paris Saint-Germain have laid down a Champions League marker. It's a big win in Group A and a message to the rest of the Europe that they've got their sights on the biggest trophy in club football in St. Petersburg in May. And it's a victory that's got the fingerprints of Lionel Messi all over it. Idrissa Gueye in the first half with his first goal in the Champions League. But the Parc des Princes was set alight in the second. Messi's run, little flick from Kylian Mbappe, and a brilliant curling finish into the top corner. His 121st goal in the Champions League, and his first goal in the blue of Paris Saint-Germain, a goal they'll talk about and remember for a long, long time. Mbappe played his part, Neymar as well. It was a fantastic, organised defensive display by Paris Saint-Germain, who have answered one or two questions tonight. And it's finished. Paris Saint-Germain 2, Manchester City 0.
Martin, Darren, thank you both very much indeed. Yeah, they have indeed answered questions as a team. But what about the moment for him? The big players put in the big performances in the big games, and that's what Leo did tonight.
Wow. I mean, I was screaming, I was up, I was doing a dance, because that's what this player does to you. The great players, the best players that produce moments of magic like that, who light up stadiums, who light up front rooms around the world, deserve every accolade that they get given, and we've waited. It was worth the wait to see Messi do what he done today, that one little moment.
Are they a team or are they a collection of individuals? Do they have what it takes to finally make it all the way to Champions League glory? Can Mauricio Pochettino get them playing and defending and working hard? Well, that performance and these pictures now in front of the fans answers an awful lot of questions, doesn't it?
Oh, definitely. Very collective, resolute, defensive performance from them tonight. Yeah, we spoke about before the game, would they ask the front three to do things they're not comfortable doing, and they didn't. They expected them to attack well, and the rest of the team defended. Again, Hakimi didn't really get forward as much as we've seen him in recent weeks, but a solid professional performance from every member of the back 6-7.
It really was, wasn't it? Solid when they needed to be, impressive when they had to be. Perfect.
Big winner, I think, is Poch. I think tactically the game plan was absolutely perfect. Everybody bought in. They defended, you know, with 8 and the 3 stayed at the top of the pitch. I thought it was absolutely exceptional, really. Idrissa Gueye put in so much work, Herrera, and when you got Neymar, Messi and Mbappe at the top of the pitch, you can win any game. So tactically, I think Poch got this absolutely perfect.
Well, look, there's no doubt this is the big story of the night with the big goal and the big performance from Lionel Messi, but there's been some remarkable results actually around the Champions League this evening. Just to bring you up to date with the other game in Group A, Leipzig were in the lead here.